Hi, amazing beings. We are now live, and here I am. I'm so grateful that you're here, either in the future, showing up now. Welcome to Free and Clear Fridays with Dr. Sarah. That's me, in case you didn't know. But welcome and welcome and welcome. Wow. So, how's your week been this week? Hi guys, I love that you're joining. What has it been like? I'm very excited to explore with you the topic of the week, clear on it, get clear of it, because it's a doozy. It is all about being sick and tired. Sick and tired. That was the topic of the week. And it's so curious to when I don't know if this happens for you, but this happens for me, that when you tune into something specifically and focus in on something, you start seeing it other places, or it shows up in interesting ways. Now, with this topic in particular, I was highly aware of my own space of sick and tired and other people's energy around sick and tired. And as you may know, with me, I'm always clearing all the time. I use the tools that we play with here and how I show up to clients. I'm a walking example of someone that does what they say they do and show up in the world. I be it myself. So when it came to sick and tired, wow, the energy of it is so heavy, especially given the nature of our planet right now, right? The environment of COVID, where we're all consumed with either choosing to have to be well and or stay clear of that and everyone else's energy around it. It's in the news all the time. So let's start clearing right away on this. Now, everywhere you have been sick and tired this week, sick and tired of like the news, the things going on in the world, in your own world, your own life and living, everything that is. Let's destroy and uncreate it all now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pun poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Or just like that, deep breath in and release all the heavy on the exhale. Now, per the usual, I am going to throw in the clearing statement link into the comments when I post this on IGTV, so that you have a link to what the clearing statement is. And you can read more about it there. And we're going to be using it here, of course, to clear all the energy that's been going on this week for you, in particular with sick and tired. Now, one thing I'm aware of too, there's the actual specific literal meaning of sick and tired, like physically sick and physically tired. We can clear those things. So everywhere you have been in a space of tiredness, everywhere you've been in a space of sickness, let's destroy and uncreate all that and release all of the heaviness that you've been carrying in your body with that, because it can be very heavy, very overwhelming. So everything that is. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. Sorry about that. There was a slight pause, but we're still live. Never had that happen before with a call coming in, but that's so cool. I'm glad to know that it actually works this way to keep going. So everything where you've been sick and tired of being sick and tired, let's just keep clearing on this. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. The actual physical sick and tired. And what else is possible with all this? So when we're clearing it from the body, it's a lot of times, like the physical symptoms of things, when it's pain or heaviness in the body, it's aiming to get our attention on something. So let's clear it in this way. What has been heavy for you that you haven't acknowledged that you're sick and tired of? Let's destroy and uncreate all that now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow. So what are you noticing with that? Has there been something going on this week that has been maybe nagging you, been on you, and has it created a physical sensation of being sick? A lot of times we'll be sick when we want to get out of something and we don't even know we want out of it, but our bodies will pick up on it. Like if you ever, like I'm so sick of my job, and then all of a sudden you're not feeling well, and then you have to take a day off. So what we can do instead, what would it be like to take time to choose to do things that will create kindness to our bodies, or take that day off and do it in the way that you would like, rather than having to go into a limitation in order to get it. So everything this brings up, let's destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Like, do things from a place of possibilities, not from a place of limitation. Now, choice creates, choice creates, choice creates. So if we're choosing to be tired, we're going to create tiredness. If we choose to be sick, we create sickness. We are creators of magnitude. So we have to be very picky on what we choose to create. So everything this is, let's destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow. So what are you noticing with that? What's that like for you? The cool thing is we are these creators of magnitude. We require, though, making sure that goes in the direction we would like it to go. And anything will allow that. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Now, this topic, as I'm saying this as we speak, also applies to people in our lives. Have you ever noticed where you're around someone and you're like, I'm just so tired when I'm around this person, or gosh, I'm so sick of how, I'm making this up, how Brenda has been treating me. Oh my God, I can't take it anymore. That self-talk, it could be a space of awareness, first of all, but when you go into the mind and you start thinking about what's going on and how people are in your lives, do you notice how heavy that is? Do you notice how limiting that is for you, and how it sticks you? You end up being the tired one and exhausted, and this person's just being themselves in whatever way they're being. If you instead were in a space of wow, her energy is so intense right now, I'm aware of it, I'm going to do remember the return to center with consciousness, return to center with consciousness, return to center with consciousness until it lightens up. Now it's more manageable. That actually prevents sick and tired and actualizing those symptoms into form. These are ways to maintain you in a way that's light and ease and creative. And it doesn't mean a situation won't be difficult. It's what you do with it. It's how you show up to it. So by us coming together and clearing on all of this sick and tired, what it does, and you may notice this as we've been doing this week to week together, it opens up something else as another possibility. It brings in a different energy where you're no longer in the limitation. You're in instead more of the possibilities. And then things aren't as bad as the heavy may say it is. Like when we deal with heavy energies, we're meant to do something with it, not get stuck in it. So this allows things, and the more we do the clearing and the more that has this effect to it, it does have a cumulative effect. It does carry over to other things. Then it's not quite as difficult. So everywhere you're used to suffering and being in the problem of things, the difficulties of things, let's destroy and uncreate all that now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow. So, what are you noticing now? What is this like for you? And what would it be like to get to the energy of something right away and clear it? So when you notice that fatigue, like literally by the end of the day, you may be tired. You may notice like, oh, I'm so run down. And what would it be like if you cleared that and then went into, okay, now what else is possible? What do I require here? Body, what do we require? And you may actually get some information, you may not. You may literally require sleep. You may require rest. But look at how different that is. You're no longer suffering in whatever the limitation is. You no longer are in the space of insanity of whatever you're picking up going on around you. And if we really look at sick and tired, isn't that what is actually happening? You're picking up on something going on that's not correct, that's something that weighs heavy, that may be someone else's energy. It may be the environment, like a work environment. It may be around specific topics, like money could be a big thing, relationships. When we are clearing the heavy, sick, and tired, and getting to a space of like, what are my choices here? And everywhere I am sick and tired of this. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. It starts shifting, and that's the key. Shifting it, getting clear on it, looking at the possibilities, like what would it take? And believe me, like I said, like probably a godzillion times, I use these tools myself. I would not encourage you to do it unless I do it. And really what that does then is, for me, can give you a real life example of how it's done. And how I show up to here with you guys and on all my social media really is so me being me and encouraging you to be you, and using tools that I know that work with me as well as what I use with clients, and do it in a way that we're doing it here. It's just like, wow, how does it get any better than this? And I know from my own space of being that, yeah, things can come in so intense. I'm one of those beings that are doing about, no kidding, like 20 things at one time. All at the same time, and I have to check in and like, okay, which thing right now demands of me the most? Which one reads the lightest here, given whatever the dynamic is? That's always my aim. And sometimes it does get overwhelming. I'm like, okay, I'm so sick and tired of this. POD and POC, POD and POC, POD and POC, and clear it. So everywhere you don't clear when you're sick and tired, but you go into it, and before you know it, you're literally sick and tired. Let's destroy and uncreate all that now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Yes. What else is possible now? I say I would like to check in with you, and I would like you to check in with you and tune into yourself and see, what is heavy for you right now? What are you sick and tired of that you have yet to acknowledge, that you have already acknowledged? It could be something that's been ongoing. It could be something new that just popped up. Whatever it is, tune into that. Okay, let's tune into it. I'm tuning into it with you. And allow it to come up And now let's clear all that. So everything that is, everything you're sick and tired of, everywhere it's been a limitation, no matter what it is, let's now destroy and uncreate all that now, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And now anything that's still remaining. What is that? What's still remaining that you're sick and tired of? That you have acknowledged, not have acknowledged yet. Everything that is, let's now destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, possibilities can you and your body be to be in the ease, the lightness, the joy, and free of sick and tiredness? Anything that won't allow that, let's now destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow. Who knew I could sit here and do just under 20 minutes on sick and tired and just scratch the surface of what all of that is? Because if we look at it, and let's circle back around to it, it really is more than just the literal, in the literal sense. Sick and tired is a functional, dysfunctional space that we end up in a lot of times. And it can be a place that we don't even know we're doing. We don't know how much our body is trying to heal someone else of their sickness and their illness or whatever they're going through, or where we're suffering along with someone else that may not be in a light space, or everywhere we're just going into the limitation. That is really, if we look at it, a space of sick and tired. So everything that is, because it's an energy, it's a frequency, and it vibrates really low. So everywhere you're in that low vibration, just in case we didn't get to it yet, let's now destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And you'll notice as we clear these things, this is how this works. Something will clear, and then something else will show up. That will clear, now something else shows up. This is how it works. So we keep clearing until we get to a space of ease. Even when we pop off this live, if you require ongoing clearing, please do. Clear it yourself. Use it. Use the tools. You know them now. If you don't know what they are, you know where to find them. Check out any of my sites. You'll find them on there. The website in particular, it's the thedrsarahexperience.com. That's a mouthful. So it's www.thedrsarahexperience.com. And on there is basically everything. It's everything we talked about today. There's the clearing statement over there. There's the topic of the week of sick and tired, and so much good info over there that you can use to your advantage. So please feel free to check that out. I'll also add that in the link. And really, wow, what else is possible now? And what would your life and living be like if you were in a space of ease and not functioning from a space of limitation like sick and tiredness? So everything that brings up, anything will allow you to be in a space of ease, joy, and glory. Let's destroy and create it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pon poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Well, amazing beings, can you believe we've hit that mark again? The time to finish up for now. And I want to, as always, I never want to really go a time without acknowledging you and how amazing you are and what a gift you are to the world, and how grateful I am to be a part of it here with you in the way that we do. And I'm hoping that you receive today some more ease and more space, and taking problems into possibilities that contributed to you and your life and living. So go and be this week. You know I have your back always. And I will look forward to see you next week. Same time, same place. The date on that is the 23rd of April. And of course, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we'll go from there. Okay, I will see you then. Take care for now.